What's up, guys? ImKikoSuarez here. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm gonna talk about something that I talk about a lot on my TikTok. Shameless plug down below. I'm Kiko Suarez. It's about how the Prem is not overrated. Let me say that because a lot of people think that by me saying something, I just completely bash the other. It's just like saying, "Oh, I like Cristiano Ronaldo better," means that I don't like Messi. Not the case. But I just keep saying, and I'm a firm believer, and I have the stats to prove it, is the La Liga is the better league in the world than the Premier League. Now, most people, when they come at me and tell me that, oh, the Premier is better, you don't know what you're talking about, like, how can the La Liga be better? Their main argument is always the following: the Premier League is more entertainment, is more money, and the bottom teams are better than the bottom teams in La Liga. That is the all arguments that they say about, and that the higher quality in the Prem is more competitive, and this is why the teams are better. That's really all it comes down to. My counter argument, the reason why I believe I'm right, let me know in the comments down below if you don't agree with me, is yes, when it comes down to the Champions League, I don't like talking about the Champions League to define a whole league because that's just the best of the best. That's the top six, which is kind of ironic in the sense that like you have to make a top six to argue your point about how competitive your league is versus Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. It's kind of unfair because we have Real Madrid. I'm a Madridista. I know how unfair it is to have us in your argument because it doesn't matter whatever you say. Since we won the competition the most, it just gets skewed in our favor. Since we beat most of English teams, it skews in our favor. But let's not talk about the Champions League. Let's not talk about what team has won it the most. Let's not talk about the fact that the we have or La Liga has more all same country finals than England or any other country for that matter. Let's not talk about that we have the most champions in total. Then again, thankfully because of Real Madrid, let's talk about we have the most runner-ups behind Serie A, which is not even England. Serie A has 16, we have 11, and England has 11. Let's not talk about the last season. Real Madrid beat the top three of La Liga, of the Premier League. Let's focus, and this is why I say that La Liga is better. Let's focus on the UEFA Europa League. How about that? Something that has nothing to do with your best team. Something that has nothing to do with Manchester United, with Chelsea. Well, Chelsea have won it, but you get my drift. With Liverpool, with Arsenal, with Manchester City, and anything. You focus only on the teams that are your bottom echelon. You're focusing on that meat table, the meat of the bone, the like you have your freaking turkey legs and everything. You're focusing on the wings. You're focusing on the breast because now you're going for like, okay, what's left of the chicken? And we're gonna go for the UEFA Europa League. Who has dominated the UEFA Europa League when it comes down to the bottom echelon? Spanish teams. Who has dominated the most? Sevilla. For what I understand, the argument that I always get from Prem fans is that West Ham would dominate La Liga. How come West Ham hasn't won that much of Europa League? How come if I go to the list right here, let me just bring it up. UL winners. Now you see that this is taking one take because I was gonna bring it up and I didn't want to see it. I wanted to just do off the dome, but I now want to see it. So if we go to winners, clubs by performances. The most time winners is Sevilla, 6 finals, 0 runners up between 2006 and 2020. So that means from 2006 to 2 years ago, there hasn't been a single time that like an English team dominated the most. But then again, I was under the impression the English teams outside of the top six they would dominate La Liga. So how come the only team that has made it to the final and won it? It's Liverpool, and in the last 20 years in 2001. 2001. I repeat, 2001. So we gotta go all the way back to the decade or the century to start to be able to find an English team in the final. Then Inter and Juventus are there, but that's before the 2000s. We have Atletico Madrid winning it 3 times, 2010, 2012, and 2018. We got, let's see, who else is here? Frankfurt last year, of course, we have that. I want to see Manchester United won in 2017 and they got to the final in 2021 and they lost, as we know, against Villarreal. Let's see. Then Valencia won in 2004. Villarreal won in 2021. Who else? Who else? Who else? And it seems here that Arsenal has lost it twice, one in 2000, 2019. Atletico Bilbao made it to the final in 2012. Espanyol made it to the final in 2007. Who else is here? Actually, this is very interesting because I never seen this much. Okay, so Fulham lost the final in 2010. Middlesbrough lost the final in 2006. Alaves made it. So Alaves, a team that's like borderline a relegation team, made it to a final back in 2001. So as a whole, if we here's my argument. You guys let me know in the comments down below. If we are saying that like, the Premier League is the best league in the world because they're more dominant, the middle team should absolutely dominate the Conference League, which was just won by Roma. So it's just a small sample size. So I'm not gonna take it too seriously for now as an argument. But we have the UEFA Europa League, where only the teams like West Ham, Leicester City, Chelsea when they're performing bad, Arsenal when they're performing bad, Spurs. Who else goes there from England? Let's see, Fulham, Middlesbrough, Wolverhampton, Ipswich Town, Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham, Spurs, and everything. And Tottenham won in back in 1974, 72, and 1984. So not even the last 20 years. In Chelsea, the latest or the last time an English team won UEFA Europa League seems to be 2019, which is Chelsea. But for what I understand, Chelsea is part of your top four. Is not part of the rest of the league. So you need one of your big dogs to show up from the top to go to La Liga, to the UEFA Europa League to dominate the lower team. So that kind of makes me think that the Premier League is top heavy. So, in what sense has the Premier League been a higher quality than other leagues? And by other leagues, I'm gonna definitely talk about La Liga because I know La Liga and the Premier are the best two. Then it's probably the Serie A, then the Bundesliga, and the last piece to complete the top five is gonna be Liga. But let me know in the arguments what sense besides entertainment and money does the Premier League have to be better than La Liga? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new here. All socials down there.